there, my 24 members. It's your buddy Drew here, and I still have my cold. I don't know why it won't go away. I still have my cold. I'm doing this update video for the system funds for, the video that the members love to see every single week because they actually see what's going on with the funds of my 24. I'm doing this video, guys, a little bit early here because we're going to Poland to do our event in Poland in 2 days, which is the 24th. And as you can see right here, it's the 22nd right now. So the last update video we did was, I think it was the 16th. Yeah, it was the 16th, the last updated video. Yeah, 16th, 11/16/2016. And so we're 6 days, okay? Normally I do my update video 7 to 8 days. So we're 6 days now. So I just wanted to, let you guys know that it's not the exact normal time that I do it. But we just got to get things rolling here because I know we're going to be very busy when we go to the event in Poland there. And of course, you're invited, if you're in that area, if you're in Holland, Poland, around that area, come on out to the event. It's at the stadium, the soccer stadium. Let's get moving here. Let's get rolling on this. So last week's results we had on Alexa.com, 8,812. This week here, we've got 8,680, which is good. So we've bumped down another 200 spots, guys. Imagine our results. If we just keep, if we keep up with what we're doing right now, this kind of 200 marks on Alexa.com every single week, moving down, 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 the results are going to be crazy after a year. Like it's going to be unbelievable. And right now, even there's people out there, guys, that understand rev shares, that know rev shares, like they're in all these other rev shares. And they come here and they look at our results and they just assume it's fake because our Alexa rank is crazy, our member base is crazy, and our total payouts are just extreme. Most revenue shares, guys, it takes them like up to a year, 12 months to do these kind of results. But how our system works with the constant fresh funds, there's none of this monopoly money inside where you go and you start with, say, $1,000 or $200 or something like that. And you just compound inside the system. You're not actually compounding. You're not actually compounding money. You're compounding numbers if you do that, right? It's not true funds. It's just like a bunch of numbers that build up inside your account. And how do you pay people out if it's just numbers? You can't, right? It has to be actual dollars in there. It has to be funds inside your account, what you're building with. So we've kind of cracked that code with my 24 of the actual true numbers, guys, the true numbers, which are money, actual funds inside people's accounts, and they maintain their own account. Their account relies on them maintaining it. Okay. So if the members don't work the system doesn't work and it falls apart. Okay. But as you can see right now, we're 3 months old and the members are working the system. Every time you hit withdrawal, you get that withdrawal sent to you, unless you put a typo in your payment processor ID, which we have a lot of people do that, guys. About 300 people a day put their withdrawal through and their payment processor ID is incorrect. Like they've put say they're trying to withdraw out of BTC and they've put their email address in there, or they put their username in there, or they've put their member ID in there, their number in the system, and they don't put their actual address to their BTC wallet. We're seeing that happen all the time, guys. It's kind of crazy when you think about it because the content's out there. The videos are right there in front of your face for you to watch them to understand how to use the system. But, there's those hundreds of people per day that go through the process that don't even put in the time to understand what they're doing. And it's kind of crazy when you ask me because people are, they're forking a lot of money into these systems, these revenue shares, but they don't even know what they're doing. And it's kind of crazy at the end of the day when you ask me, right? So let's get moving here and I'll show you guys some other stuff here. So total members last week, 6 days ago, was 48,168. We're sitting at over 50,000. So this was my 3-month goal, was to have a member base of 50,000 people. Guys, we basically hit that on day number 91, which was the day after the 3-month mark. So in my mind, we did it. We did it, right? Because when I woke up in the morning, we had 50,164 members. I took a screenshot of it. And that's what we had. So kind of just after the clock turned the 3 months there, we had roughly around 50,000 members. which is unbelievable. Most of the really big revenue shares out there, in 3 months to 6 months, they'll have 15 to 30,000 members. So those are just kind of some numbers for you guys to base off like how popular My24 is. It's about 3 times as popular as the average rev share that does good, like lasts years and years and years. It's about 3 times as popular where we are sitting right now in our 3rd month. So it's amazing, guys. I didn't expect this kind of results to happen. I expected, our first year we would have kind of the results we have now, but we hit it in like 3 months, which is just unbelievable, and the payouts are crazy. So last 6 days ago, guys, the payouts 12.5 basically, 12,500,000. This week we're sitting at almost $14 million in payouts, 13.984,000. So almost 14 million in payouts. Commissions paid out is 1.6. So 1.6, guys. Right now we're sitting at 1.8. So we're gonna see 2 million in payouts within the next week's update. 2 million in commissions paid. Okay, so this is just. I keep on saying it's crazy and it's unbelievable, and the results are something you don't see, but it's true. Like, you don't see these kind of results online, guys, and it's not just my name behind the system and the support from the admins and everyone understanding how to use the system and stuff like that. Like, you notice you log into your account and there's a video on every single page telling you what to do on that page. And that's kind of what I was talking about at the start of this video, is that, if you don't understand what to do in this system, like how to make money with it, then you're not even looking at it. Okay. You gotta open up your eyes and look at it. Like, think about this, right? Say, for instance, you go to university or you go to college and you're the one paying for it. You're going to university and you're going to be an engineer and you're paying $80,000 a year to go to school. And you're the one paying for it. Your parents aren't paying for it, right? Like, you've been saving and you're 23 years old and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to university. I'm going to get a really good job and I'm going to make a lot of money when I'm done. And I'm paying $80K a year. I'm taking out student loan. I'm doing this. Are you going to go to school and just sit there and just stare at the wall and like pick your nose and stuff? No, you're not. You're going to take in, you're going to, jot stuff down. You're going to study hard, and you're going to try your best. Okay. So, guys, this is the same thing, exact same thing. When you're making money online, it can totally change your life. You can picture something, you can envision something in your head, and you can make that come true. And it doesn't matter what country you're from, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what you look like, you can do it. Everybody's equal online. Why I'm telling you guys this is because it doesn't matter who you are. Like, seriously, does not matter who you are, as long as you project yourself out there and you let people know who you are as a person, as a marketer, and you do what I'm doing right now, putting out your own content, having thousands of people see who you are. That's what it takes to make money online. Because this is it. And I know that not every single person that is watching this video and viewing this video is going to be like, oh, I like this guy. I'm going to give him a thumbs up. Oh, I like him. I'm going to follow all his videos. I'm going to, do more research on him. I want to figure out more about this person. Not everyone is going to be like that. But there will be a percentage of the people that view my video here, and they're going to want more. They're going to be like, okay, this guy's giving a lot of good information away. He's paid out $14 million to people in 3 months. Something's different here. I like this. I want to learn more about this. Okay? So, guys, what I'm saying here is that, if you're in a system and you're paying to be in that system, you have ad packs in it, or you're paying a monthly membership in your MLM, then put the time into it to understand it. Okay? Understand how it works. Understand, why you're doing it. Okay? You're doing it to make money. How do you make money in it? Okay? Because, guys, there's so many people out there, even in My24, as I was saying, there's like, we see about 300 mistakes per day in the members' payment processor's ID. Like, they just have no clue what they're doing. It says payment processor ID to make that withdrawal, and they're putting their username there or their member ID, their number on the end of the referral link. I've seen some people they're trying to make a withdrawal out of Bitcoin, and for the payment processor ID, they write Bitcoin in it, or they write Exapo, the name of their wallet. Okay? How the hell is that going to work? Like, Seriously, honestly, okay? And guys, I know I sound a little bit frustrated in this video, but it is frustrating when you go and you build something to change people's lives, and you're changing like 98% of people's lives that are in your system, and then you have this small group of people that is like 300 people per day. We got 40, 50,000 members in the system, like 300 people per day that just sit there and, think that it should be done for them. And they don't have to do anything, and they can just sit back, and it's like, okay, all I have to do is fund this thing, and then it's going to take over for me and change my life. I don't have to do anything else. I don't even have to know what my wallet address is or where to put it. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. So, guys, that's it for my little rant here. I just wanted to get that out to the member base, and I want you guys to think, if you're sponsoring into the system, like, take care of your people. If they don't understand something, or if they're having a problem and they're messaging you on Facebook or sending you an email, like, get back to them. Just shoot them a message or create a post in Facebook and interact with them. Figure out who your people are, interact with them, stuff like that. Okay, so let's get going here. So we've done this. We've been through here. Next thing here I want to talk about is the big, huge change that we did this week. Was we took Payza out of the system. We basically 86'd Payza from My24, and I want to go over the reasons why we did that. Am I even on the right? Yeah, I am. Okay. So this is our last week's Payza, and this was the week that we took Payza out of the system, just because. Wait a minute. Here, wait. Give me a minute here. Okay, this looks right. Yeah, 11, 16. The numbers are a lot bigger than they were last week. But anyways, this is why we took Payza out of the system, okay? It was because it's kind of a 50-50% split here, okay? And at the start, Payza was awesome. Payza was awesome to work with. The majority of the members were using Payza. They loved it. And then what happened was around the second month or 2.5 months into this thing, members started to be like, I don't want to use Payza anymore. I want to use a different payment processor. And a lot of the members started not maintaining their accounts. They would take their Payza, they'd take their withdrawal out of Payza, and then they would go and they'd transfer. That's what I was talking about in this video here. They transfer their Payza withdrawal into their BTC wallet through Payza. Okay? So if you're building Payza and you're funding Payza, and then you take your withdrawal and put it into another wallet, yeah, the money is coming back into the system, but it's not maintaining that wallet which you're withdrawing from. So are you maintaining your account? No, you're not. And this is what I was talking about at the start of this, a couple minutes back there, about understanding the system and how it works. So if you're doing that, and say we get 20% of the members doing that, and this is what actually ended up happening, was 20% of the members were withdrawing and then putting that withdrawal into BTC and then adding the BTC into the system. So guys, what ended up happening was our funds in Payza started to slowly dry up because the members weren't using the system and how we structured it and how we put it together. So that was kind of 50% of it. The other 50% of it was Payza was kind of working against us with how the system works because they were freezing our funds like way more than they need to, right? You think about it, the frozen funds are there in Payza for disputes, for, if someone's unhappy with a service, someone's like, it's not what they bought kind of thing. Like say, for instance, you go out there and you buy something off Amazon and you get the product and it's like totally not what you wanted, right? It says it's a leather, some leather product, and then you get the product and it's like fake leather. It's like nothing what it was explained to be. It's not even what it's supposed to be kind of thing, right? Okay. Then you can send in the dispute and get money back. Okay. So for instance, this case here with Payza and freezing funds, it's the same thing. If you're not happy with the product that you've bought, you can send in a dispute and get a charge back. Okay. But with revenue sharing and buying advertising online, you can't do that because you're not buying a product, you're buying a service. Okay. So a lot of people don't understand this. And, the Payza processor goes and freezes funds because they treat every business the same. Okay, even though our business model says this is non-refundable, you're buying advertising. Advertising is a service and not a product. It's a service that we put out. You give us your ad and we project your ad on our website. Okay, so they go and they freeze funds. We have so much funds coming in and so much funds coming out that the amount of funds that they freeze on us is unbelievable, guys. Like, we're talking close to $1 million in frozen funds. Like, as of right now, we've got 600 and something. Yes, almost $640,000. So over $500,000 of frozen funds in our account. So we had to kind of sit back and we had to make a decision. Do we want to work with Payza? First off, the members are not really using it the way it should be used. They're not putting their funds back into the system. They're withdrawing their funds and then putting them to Bitcoin and then putting it back into the system. So right there, that's against us, right? Okay. The other big one was the frozen funds. Like, on our site, it says non-refundable. You're buying advertising. It's non-refundable. So this right here is working against us because this is money that we're supposed to be using to help maintain members' accounts. Okay. So right there, that's like two things that are negative, two things that are working against us when we're trying to build this system and work this system. So we sat back, we thought about it, and we're like, okay, yeah, let's just take Payza out of the system. It doesn't make any sense to have it in here. Members don't want to use it. And, the funds are crazy coming in here. Like, we're doing days from $160,000 to $200,000. The last week we had Payza in here a day. Imagine that, $200,000 a day coming in fresh funds. That's what was happening, as you can see right here. Just crazy. We took it out and, there's no funds coming in because we took it out. So this is something we might do down the road, is when these funds get released, okay, there's going to be two options. We're either going to go grab all these funds and send them into our BTC wallet, into our Bitcoin wallet. We'll probably lose about $50,000 when we do that, but at least Payza will be totally 100% out of the system, because as of right now, guys, the results we saw of members doing a withdrawal and then putting it into BTC, we're seeing 20% of the people don't want to use Payza that have started using it. They just don't want to use it anymore. Okay. So guys, it has a lot against it. There's more against it. There's more negatives against using it in the system than there is positives. So that was kind of the big decision why we thought, okay, maybe we shouldn't even use it. Okay. So the other side of this is we could use it again, but in March. Okay. So in 3 months from now, when these funds get released, we'll have a wallet that we could start up again, and it's going to have, $650,000, $640,000 sitting in it. We could just start up and use that wallet again. But I have a feeling if we do start using it again, we're going to run into the same problems as people don't want to use it, and they start sending those funds into BTC, because you can send those funds to BTC, right, when you withdraw them. Okay, so kind of, guys, as I see it right now, Payza is out of the question. We're not even going to look at Payza anymore, but we're going to think about it in March, but we'll see what happens with it. Okay, so next wallet here, which is Bitcoin, which is where 98% of members are using right now, is the Bitcoin. So last week's Bitcoin wallet, we had about 1,500 in it, BTCs, which is really, really big, huge wallet, and that's why it could support this conversion, guys, of the ad packs from Payza to BTC, is because our Bitcoin account is huge. It's over $1 million in there, and that's why we could accommodate this. So think about this. This is after 6 days. We have over $1 million in it still after 6 days, guys, of converting all these packs over. Okay, so the only day it was really affected was the day after we did the conversion. It dropped below $1 million. It went down to 980 something $1,000. And then it went the next day when people added their funds back, it went back up over $1 million in our reserve funds. So you can see how powerful this system is and how good it works. I cannot go and fake these results, right? Like, I'm logged into my accounts. I'm showing you guys Like, funds haven't been coming in Payza, you know? So we turned Payza off. As I said in my last video, we're turning Payza off. We've turned it off, okay? There's no way I can fudge these results. Like, this is live in here. Look at this. See, it's live, right? Okay? And then it recovered, like within 24 hours, our BTC account recovered from the, you know, what would it be? About about $200,000 of the Payza ad packs. Okay, so $200,000. That's just of withdrawals, right? There's way more than $200,000 of Payza ad packs. There's around about close to $700,000 in Payza ad packs right now, like the owing on Payza ad packs, guys. So the BTC recovered that, like within 24 hours, it totally recovered it. Like, it's just amazing how fast we can go and recover from doing something. Guys, think about this. And I said this in my update video that I did last week, but I don't care what revenue share it is. You know, if it doesn't work with bringing your funds in from the outside, like My24 works, where you can't repurchase inside, you have to bring in fresh funds. There's no way that this would have been possible. We would have had to go and say, hey, we're turning off withdrawals with Payza. Everyone that has Payza ad packs, you're going to have to wait till March, till our frozen funds get released. That's what we'd have to do. And if you look back in history, guys, if you look back in history of revenue sharing, that's what they've always done. If they have a problem with low funds, frozen funds, whatever, they turn off withdrawals. You keep on earning in the system and keep on building in the system, because it's just fluff and air and numbers that you're building. It's not actual funds, so they don't really care about that. But if you look at it, what have they always done? They've showed you the problem. They said, hey, this is our problem, and this is the solution, is that we're turning off withdrawals. We're not allowing you to make any more money in here until we do what? Relaunch the system, or wipe out the system and start from zero again. Relaunch the system in a different URL, different name, different system kind of thing, guys. What did My24 do? And this is the super, super powerful thing about My24, is that what did we do? Guys, what did we do? We took your Payza ad packs and we said, hey, we've got over $1 million in this other account. Here, we're giving you these ad packs now, okay? You can go and you can open up a BTC wallet. 90% of the members already had BTC wallets anyways. You can go and get going with this. Nothing has changed. Just the name of your ad pack. That's it. Guys, huge. Think about that. Think of how powerful that is. That's like indestructible when you think about it. It's just crazy what we've actually done here. It's nuts. And it happened like this. Like overnight, it was like, boom, that change, and then everything was smooth again. The only problem that we're seeing now with members is the members that, you know, the 10% of members out there that don't understand BTC, that don't have a BTC wallet, they're going through the process, which everyone else goes through at the start, is how do I use BTC? How do I fund BTC? How do I, or not fund, but fund with BTC, right? The funds are already there. As soon as you withdraw, that withdrawal goes to your BTC wallet. You use those funds to go and add funds back into your account. You don't have to go and hook up a credit card to your BTC and add funds that way. The funds are withdrawing to your wallet, and then you just add them back into your account. It's super, super simple. But some members, guys, they go through that process of, you know, panic and, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to open up this wallet and stuff like that. So what we're doing right now to help out these members, you know, and I was in the same spot. When I first started using BTC, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand, like, what the hell? Like, this is one BTC is worth $730. What the heck's that? It's one. Like, how can it be worth that much, right? Okay, so I didn't understand it either, but it's getting easier and easier and easier, and there's a ton of people out there that do understand it. So it's just the process is getting smoother, you know, and what we're doing right now in our Facebook group is we're putting out a ton of content. We're asking all the members to do this as well. We're doing a paid to promote campaign where it's, give me 1 second here. Hope I didn't throw it away. There it is right there. We're doing a $500 giveaway, guys, right there, as you can see on this paper. $500 giveaway. If this is all you have to do, this week's paid to promote, is you have to go out there and make a video about how you use your BTC in the system. So your wallet name, the country you're in My24, that's basically what you're ranking for when you make your video. And you just simply make a video of you going and adding funds into your account. That's it. It's really, really simple using the wallet that you use, because there's, hundreds of BTC wallets out there that people use. Okay. So, it's just, I keep on saying this in the videos, but like, this system is freaking amazing. It's unbelievable how steady it is, how strong it is, and just the things that we can overcome like that. Like, guys, think about this. We overcame about, $640,000 of frozen funds. We overcame that instantly. Boom, instantly. We overcame it. No other system has done that. Guys, they've turned off withdrawals. They've closed down. They've, the other big revenue share out there that had frozen funds in it, they waited. The only one that actually made it, guys, and you know what I'm talking about. It's another great system out there. They waited 6 months to solve that problem because they had to wait for the frozen funds to be released. Overnight, it was like, boom, we made that change and things happened. The withdrawals kept up. Everything's smooth sailing. It's good. It's good. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's go to our next wallet, which is, there we go, Perfect Money. Okay, so Perfect Money last week we had 129. I think Perfect Money's down a little bit this week because Perfect Money is going through the same thing. Both these wallets, guys, Perfect Money and Payer, are going through the same thing which Payza went through. It's always been going through this, right? Where members are using them and they're saying, okay, BTC, I want to use BTC. It's easier to use, and they're sending their withdrawal to BTC. But here's the thing, is that Payza and Perfect Money and Payer, the fees are a lot less than Payza. So the majority of members that are doing this it's really, really low. It's like 2% to 5%. It's not 20%. Like the Payza was, okay? So it's hardly, it doesn't even really affect it by members doing this. But here's the thing. This is what you want to do, guys. You want to build all payment processors. And I know I say this in a lot of the videos that I put out, but the benefits to building all payment processors in a system is it's multiple income streams, okay? It's multiple income streams. We've seen payment processors close down, right? In other systems. We've seen that happen. It's crazy, okay? Payment processors go under maintenance, go under updates. You can't do a withdrawal when the site's down, when they're doing updates, okay? It's more stable to build multiple streams of income, right? Multiple streams of income through multiple offers or through multiple payment processors. So in My24, you notice your profile, it's not 100% complete until you have all payment processors with funds in them and all payment processors working for you. Okay, and right now we only have 3, so it's pretty simple to do that. You can put $10 in each of them and get 100% of your profile done. It's set up for you to achieve results online. Okay, so it's good. Okay, so there's our Perfect Money there. We'll go into the account today. So 127, which is good, guys. It's $127,000 in our payment processor. So we're sitting right now. We're over. Where are we? So it's 1.1 in BTC, and then we got 640 in Payza, so that's about 740. Okay, so 1,740,000. So right now we're almost at $2 million of funds in our reservery, guys, of funds. Okay, inside the system. Okay, so next one here is Payer. Where's Payer? There's Payer right there. So last week in Payer we had 77K. This week we've got 82K. Okay, so another bump up there of $4,000 or $5,000. So now we're sitting at over $2 million in reservery inside the system, and we went through this huge change this week of converting these ad packs, guys, taking out all the Payza ad packs and putting them into the BTC ad packs in the system. Okay, so that's it from me for this update. My name's Drew. I'm going to see you guys in Poland in 2 days. On the 24th, I'm going to arrive there, and then we have our event on the 26th, and then I'll be heading back to Canada on the 27th. So I'll see you guys in Poland there, and pretty exciting stuff. See ya. Bye-bye.